We set our journey in the 7th century, a time of flux and transformation in what we now know as England. This was an age of profound change, an era where the old pagan beliefs were gradually giving way to the new light of Christianity. The 7th century saw the establishment of monastic communities, the cradle of Christian learning and culture. These monastic communities were not merely places of prayer, they were centers of education, where the written word was held in high regard. The monks, devout and disciplined, devoted their lives to prayer, study, and the copying of religious texts. In this period, the church played an increasingly influential role in society. It was not just a spiritual institution, but a political one as well. Bishops often held significant power, acting as advisors to kings and shaping the moral fabric of society. But while the church was growing in power and influence, the political landscape of England was a patchwork of smaller kingdoms. These kingdoms, each with its own king, were often at odds with each other. Power shifted frequently, alliances were made and broken, and battles were fought for dominance. Among these kingdoms, Northumbria, located in the north of England, was a beacon of Christian learning. It was here, in the monastery of Jarrow, that our story truly begins. As the 7th century unfolded, amidst the shifting tides of power, the spread of Christianity, and the rise of monastic communities, it was in this vibrant, tumultuous setting that one man emerged. A man of humble origins, but with a mind as bright as the North Star. A man whose words would leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. Against this backdrop of change and religious fervor, one man was destined to make his mark, the Venerable Bede. Born in the year 672 or 73, Bede's early life was marked by religious devotion. This devotion was so profound that at the tender age of 7, Bede was entrusted to the care of the monastery of St. Peter at Wearmouth. This was a common practice in those times, as monasteries were not just places of worship, but also centers of learning and culture. Here, young Bede was introduced to a world brimming with knowledge and faith, a world that was to shape his life in a profound way. His days were filled with prayer, study, and work, the 3 pillars of monastic life. He studied Latin, Greek, and Hebrew, the Holy Scriptures, and the works of the Church Fathers. His thirst for knowledge was insatiable, and the monastery's extensive library became his sanctuary. When he was merely 19, still a year shy from the canonical age, Bede was ordained as a deacon, a testament to his exceptional intellect and piety. This early ordination was a rare honor, granted only to those who showed exceptional promise. Bede was one such individual. His dedication to the monastic life and his scholarly pursuits were truly remarkable. But Bede's journey didn't stop there. At the age of 30, he was ordained as a priest. This was a significant milestone in his life, as it further deepened his commitment to the church and to his community. Despite these responsibilities, he never let his scholarly pursuits wane. In between his duties as a priest and his extensive studies, Bede found the time to write, and write he did. He wrote extensively on various subjects, from theology to science, from history to poetry. His works were a reflection of his deep understanding and appreciation of the world around him. Bede was a man of order, discipline, and routine. His life was a testament to the monastic ideals of prayer, study, and work. He was deeply committed to his community and to the church. He lived nearly his entire life within the confines of the monastery. But this did not limit him. Instead, it provided him with the space and time to delve deep into his studies and his faith. Despite living almost entirely within the monastery's walls, Bede's influence was destined to reach far beyond them. His writings and teachings have had a profound impact on the church and on the world, but that's a story for another time. For now, let's appreciate the life of this extraordinary man. A man of faith, a man of knowledge, a man of influence, the Venerable Bede. Bede's reputation as a scholar is well-deserved, with a prolific body of work that spanned a wide range of subjects. Bede's intellectual curiosity was boundless, and his contributions to various fields of knowledge are as remarkable as they are diverse. Let's begin with his most famous work, The Ecclesiastical History of the English People. This masterpiece is not just a historical record, it's a vibrant narrative that brings the early ages of the English Church to life. It's a tale of kings and queens, saints and sinners, miracles and martyrdoms. But beyond the captivating storytelling, Bede's work was groundbreaking. It was the first to use the AD dating system extensively, setting a standard for chronology that we still use today. The ecclesiastical history is also significant as the first comprehensive history of the English people, making Bede a pioneer in the field of history. But Bede was not just a historian. He was also a profound theologian, and his works on biblical commentary and interpretation are still studied today. His expositions of the Old and New Testaments show a deep understanding of the Scriptures, as well as a remarkable ability to explain complex theological concepts in a clear and accessible way. His works, such as On the Nature of Things and On Time, delve into the mysteries of the universe, exploring questions of cosmology, astronomy, and the calculation of time. Bede's scholarly contributions also extended to the realm of language. He wrote extensively in Latin, the lingua franca of the learned in his time, and his works contributed to the development of a clear and eloquent Latin style. But perhaps more significantly, Bede also wrote in Old English, producing some of the earliest known works in the English language. His translation of the Gospel of John into Old English is considered a landmark in the evolution of the English language. Bede was not just a scholar but also an educator, and his works reflect his commitment to teaching. His textbooks on grammar, orthography, and metrics were used in schools throughout Europe for centuries, and his treatise on the art of poetry is a fascinating exploration of the aesthetic and rhetorical power of language. In every field he touched, Bede showed a deep commitment to the pursuit of knowledge, a profound respect for the power of the written word, and an unwavering belief in the importance of education. His works are a testament to his intellectual curiosity, his scholarly rigor, and his extraordinary ability to communicate complex ideas in a clear and engaging way. Bede's extensive writings have served as a vital window into a world long past. Through his words, we can glimpse the intellectual fervor of the early Middle Ages, understand the spiritual struggles and triumphs of the early English Church, and appreciate the rich and complex tapestry of human history. In short, through Bede's works, we have been given a precious gift, the gift of understanding our past, and thus better understanding ourselves. Even over a millennium after his death, Bede's influence can still be felt. His legacy is as enduring as the manuscripts he meticulously scribed, his name forever etched into the annals of history. Bede's work was so impactful that he was canonized as a saint, and he holds the distinctive title of the Father of English History. This title is not given lightly. It is a testament to the depth and breadth of his writings, his dedication to historical accuracy, and his pioneering use of the Anno Domini dating system, the very system that we use to mark time today. Bede's journey to sainthood was not immediate. It took centuries before he was officially recognized by the Church. It was Pope Leo XIII who, in the late 19th century, declared Bede a doctor of the Church, an honor bestowed upon those whose writings are deemed to significantly contribute to theology and doctrine. Bede is the only Englishman to hold this title, further solidifying his remarkable legacy. But Bede's influence extends beyond the realm of the Church. His works continue to be studied in academic circles, providing invaluable insights into the early Middle Ages. His detailed accounts of the Anglo-Saxon era, the conversion of England to Christianity, and the political and cultural dynamics of the time have shaped our understanding of this pivotal period in history. Bede's writings are not just historical records. They are a mirror to a bygone era, reflecting the beliefs, practices, and ethos of the time. His works have served as a foundation for further historical and theological studies, inspiring generations of scholars and historians. In essence, Bede's contributions have transcended the confines of his monastery in Northumbria. His meticulous records and deep insights have proven timeless, his words resonating with readers, scholars, and historians alike, even today. From the confines of an English monastery, the Venerable Bede penned works that would echo through the centuries. His legacy, much like the man himself, is indeed venerable.